Welcome to Gisborne Hill, Asia. We are here and the qualifying is underway as we see the drivers going through the chicanes into the final sector to start their first hot laps. We have Gio in the front of the pack. I'm here with Sled Ice and Tony.
What's good, guys?
Guten Morgen.
Yep. So we got around around 15 drivers on the grid today. Quite a lot, but not the full 20. But yeah, it's good to see drivers on track as the drivers are starting their first laps.
Let's
Yes,
see what
drivers are always
Kuan can
good to
do.
see.
Kuan is the current championship leader, but although he is leading, that isn't what I expected the final of this championship to end up to, because the two drivers behind him in the championship did miss the last two races.
Yep. And also, Kuan has not won a race this season, so could he break that curse this race?
He was very close on many occasions, but just missing out.
Well,
yeah. Slide Eyes got him at the end there, so
we
good
do
thing
see
he isn't racing today.
Ben is
Man, that's
back.
flat out.
He's currently fastest in Sector 1 with a purple sector, but we also have Play Games, who in the European race was one of the fastest drivers, but had an unfortunate incident on the last lap.
We don't talk about that.
And Wolf
Yep.
hits the wall, so he has to abandon his lap.
Wolf
Kuan
has
makes it
decided
through
that wall's
nicely.
looking tasty.
And then
We got
the last
we
corner.
got Ben with 2 purple sectors.
Purple
He's
again, yeah.
just going through that
And
hill
Kuhan
section.
finishes his lap. Gio with
15.5 for
15.5,
Gio.
Kuhan 15.1. Sussy Imposter, both of them go P3 and P4. Pro Bono P6 and Dust P2. Blaze P5. And here comes Ben.
Where does Ben go?
15.0.
15 flat.
And
Ben just joined the game.
Yannington
because
P3
ROBLOX
and Black Serpent P5.
And I don't know who this guy is. Chroma
That's
Magnolia. I don't know who that.
Yannington.
Oh, all right, my bad.
And if that was everyone, I think for now. Oh, we have.
Looks like it. Yeah.
Who is II
Oh.
Trash, guys?
Sorry.
He's out in the pit lane now. I don't remember him, but his name is II Trash or something. I
Don't know who he is. I'm checking in the server. He is a driver, so I guess he is eligible to race. So yeah, must be a new driver probably, or something.
in a very cool looking blue car.
Yep. Driving for the Phoenix Imperium GPVP, run by PvP Pitbull. So very nice livery, if you ask me. It's a full blue cyan livery with the black rear wing.
As
Very
Ben's like
nice.
Thomas and Blaze are sticking together on their outlaps, this is not a very good idea. As they approach the final corner, they are going together. They are going to do their laps together. That is a very bad idea. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think neither of them
So
really see each other, so I think both, if they have the same pace, that shouldn't matter too much.
Yep.
How do they negotiate
Let's
turn 1?
watch on board with Blaze, the slower
Blaze
one
I think-
according to the
super wide.
laps. Yeah,
I think Ben gets the better turn 1.
this might
Yep.
get
Yeah,
Blaze. This might get Ben in Blaze's side, which can be quite annoying.
And
Oh,
Blaze
and
takes
Blaze
a
corner
very
cuts.
tight line and corner cuts.
And he abandons his lap.
Play Game's about to finish his lap with 2 green sectors. Where does he go?
P7.
7th place.
Only. As Ben, I think he improved before he. Oh wait, he's still on track. He is improving.
Yep.
Purple sector 1 again. No.
As what can we expect as a pole position time? A lap
I think we should be able to look at a 14.8 or maybe
Yep.
14.9. And he does not improve in sector 2, but we all know that sector 2 is only one corner and the long straight, so that doesn't mean much. Now
Ivan goes
entering
9th.
uphill, going for the last corner. What will he do? Will he improve? Looks like it.
Oh.
And he barely makes it.
Probono goes 2nd.
Only
Pro Bono up
and
to
there
second,
comes
but-
And Ben
14.8.
with a 14.8.
As
Will we
Kuan is
s-
on the lap, he has a first green sector. What can he
It's
negotiate?
a very solid lap. Let's see what Kuan can do. Well, I think he's on. I think he's on his out lap. Actually.
Oh, I think he corner cut it.
Oh.
It looked like. Oh, still.
No, I don't think
He did
did.
corner cut,
Is
but
he on
it's
his
his
out lap or is he
yes,
on his
it's
in
out
lap?
lap.
Cool on, yeah, it's his out lap. Because he just passed sector 2
The
and
new
it
driver,
yeah.
he's currently has no time. He's still 20th,
And
and
now,
I think he
where does he
made a
go?
mistake there.
what are
Then
the
he goes
chances?
14.
What are the
5.6
chances
seconds
for rain?
back.
What are the chances for that we get rain today?
They are pretty high actually. We haven't seen rain yet off, but besides after the European race there was rain, but not actually in. The rain chance is
No.
quite high actually.
Yep. I'd say
That would
there's
actually be as we did see
Yep.
last time at Pomodoro, it was raining and it made for a really interesting race.
Wolf corner cutted. That's who else might be on a lap?
Kuan is on a lap and he has a first green sector. Same with Promo Magnolia, I think.
Yeah, Mannington.
he's on. Yeah,
Oh no, he's on an out lap.
Let's go on board with Kuan. First green sector.
Let's see how he negotiates
loses too much time in the chicane. They took it really slow actually. But
let's see how he negotiates this long right-hander.
He might
make or break.
improve. I don't think he will gain too much.
Yep, stays to the inside to minimize the distance.
Yeah.
And doesn't improve.
I already saw it wasn't the greatest of the final sectors there. Who else can be on the lap here? Oh, it was Play Games. He goes second.
With a purple last sector, by the way.
Yep.
Still
solid effort from him.
Dominating.
Yep, we haven't seen Ben these past few races, so it's good to have him back, and he's doing well so far.
As El Plan is on his car.
Ivan is on the lap, I think. Yes, he is. He's going for the final corner.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a corner cut?
That was a corner cut, I think. Yeah. A Black Serpent is on the lap as well. He's going for the chicanes. Down to the new corner. He takes it very nicely.
That was nice. On the limit. What can you do here?
Very nicely.
Loses, I think, a tenth there. Could have been faster.
Stay to the left.
Still P4. Very nice.
As things are closer than they seem, because everybody does have green sectors, and it's like everyone can improve and play games. He is just an inch away from pole position.
Yeah, P7 to P3 is really close to each other.
Third to sixth place are separated by less than a tenth. Let's see, who else? The new driver is about to, never mind, corner.
He always corner cut there, I feel like.
The only driver to have not...
On his lap,
the only driver to...
I think Mannington is on a lap. No, yeah, I'm not sure.
Wolf's about to finish his lap. He hasn't set a lap time yet. So let's see what he goes. Let's see where he goes.
P9.
P9.
There are a bunch of people on red first sector laps, and we could go on board with them and see what's happening.
Let's see Pro Bono, currently third. Play Games is also improving.
First green sector. Play game.
Yep.
Yeah, Pro Bono improved in sector 2. Oh, I don't think Pro Bono will get that second place. It looks like that hill section was, and he hits the wall. No, that will be over.
Oh,
Ben improves with a purple sector 1. Will he get
right now the battle
even faster lap than he currently already has? Let's watch Play Games first as he enters the hill section.
Play Games is green again, and
takes
he
it
goes
slower than expected, but should not matter too much.
He missed the apex, I think.
Yeah, he did. Ben again purple.
But Ben is purple again. This could be Ben's pole position.
No! Wait, where can Play Games go?
Oh,
he doesn't improve.
Does not.
What happened to Ben? We didn't see it.
What is happening to Gio? He's like, I don't know what is he doing. Gio's like
has decided to commit autism.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Gio is somehow stuck on a part of the track. Very hard to get.
Sorry to disturb you. Mannington has 2 greens. He's in 6th place, 3/10 back. Will he improve? Will he snatch pole?
P2!
Oh, up the second.
It's a Ferran 1-2.
With a purple last sector, but what happened to Benz like Thomas? He was on 2 purple sectors. Did he just corner cut?
Must have. And
as everybody finishes off, and as it stands, it is Benz like Thomas in first, Promo Magnoli in second, Play Games in third, Pro Bono in fourth, and Kuhan rounding up the top 5. As Gio still makes his way towards the line after getting stuck on a part of the track where it is very hard to get stuck on.
Yep. So that was an interesting qualifying session.
Yes,
Ben takes pole.
What will the strategy? I was not here yesterday for the European races and the American race. What is the
Why the fuck is he on the wet tires? Okay,
Who?
never mind.
Wait.
Okay, never mind.
The
I'll switch it to the. Why is Ben on the mediums? This doesn't seem like. Oh, he does reset.
What is he doing?
Yes, he does.
Is Ben gonna switch to the hards?
Yes,
yep.
He does.
So what is the default strategy around here?
Medium to softs.
Hard.
Or to
medium to hards or hards to medium?
Yeah, hard to medium. I mean, soft.
Hard to medium.
Hard to soft.
Yeah. Some drivers might try hard softs.
As it's lights out, here we go.
Hard soft was the winning strategy for both races. So.
Yep. Pretty even start. Let's see how they negotiate turn 1.
Ooh, Black Serpent very wide and Chrome. That will definitely lose them some positions. Play Games now entering second. As they all go through here, will somebody corner cut?
Yeah. Bro, anyone corner cut through here? Ben sent into that corner. See.
Take it slightly
and
wide.
Now Play Games takes the lead.
Chirpy has missed the start.
Oh, no, Chirpy.
Chirpy missed the start. That's unfortunate.
As they all go through the chicane, will somebody corner cut? As we have seen a bunch of corner cuts through. Very different lines, but Play Game seems to.
Oh, Black Serpent hits the wall. Gio hits the wall.
Black Serpent was very out
and
of motion.
Blaze and she hit the wall as well. And Play Games. Oh, barely escapes the corner cut there.
I think I'm
by Ivan,
disconnected.
16.9.
Play Games lead now by only a 10th. Ben sent it into that corner. I don't.
Black Serpent goes really wide off track. As the game is slightly lagging.
Yep.
We entered the turn 4 hairpin. Pro Bono goes slightly wide. Play Games is quite faster than most people here. At least that's what it seems like. Ivan with the purple sector 1. He did come from P8. So will he get enough slipstream and be able to set the fastest lap this early into the race?
Who's gonna blink to this corner?
Oh, I think that was Kuhan hit the wall. Yes, Kuhan hit the wall.
Yep.
Oh, Dust. Ooh, barely escapes it. That was close.
Wide.
And Wolf
is on the inside.
15.3.
15.3 for Wolf. Decent lap, I guess, for the hearts.
Now Kuhan has to come back on these tires, but he has to catch the 8-man group ahead of him. Did not gain too much on the straight. He lost a little bit of time. He did lose a little bit of time here as well. Ooh, Wolf goes really wide. That can help Kuhan get back to the front.
Yep. top 9 are quite inseparable right now, all within the second all within less than 7 tenths of each other. So the slipstream really doing its work.
Play games and Ben shoot in front through the chicane. Who gets the better entrance? And everyone takes it cleanly. No one hit the wall, I think.
Ben and Games taking 2 very different lines through there. Ben taking a wider entry, Play Games taking a tighter entry.
Oh.
But both work.
Kuhan set his personal best in this race. Well, as we see Ben striving ahead slightly, but after the exit it will be Play Games still ahead. And then 4 tenths behind it we have Myeongdong Dust and Kuhan.
Ooh.
Oh, Play Games goes really wide and will be all the way at the back of the group.
Oh, Play Games. Oh, that's unfortunate. 1.2 behind. That should still be slipstream range.
Yeah,
Slipstream range is
the person in
around
ahead is 6 tenths behind, so he only has to gain 6 tenths.
Yep. He's already caught up 2 tenths there. He's already second behind the leader.
No real problem for him.
Tenths,
I think he was typing or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Or was he trying... Is he going to try and help with Gio? Ooh, well... That isn't a really good strategy. I don't think he... And we have the first... I think he... ICR hit the wall and broke his suspension. Yeah, he's being helped out of his car right now. He was lost and will remain.
That's unfortunate. Let's hope his team can get that fixed and ready for next week.
What surprises me is that Ben is still striving ahead of everyone and not being caught at all.
Yeah, Ben showing a lot of pace right now. There are 3 straights on this track, so it's kind of surprising to see him that far ahead.
Ben's like Thomas is wishing he did have the biggest car with the most top speed in FR right now.
Kuhan is slightly in front of the rest of the main pack as well. The 2 Scuderia Squadra cars are always, you can always find them in the top, but not always on the podium.
Yeah, they are very inconsistent in my opinion.
Well, it really depends from track to track.
It is a massive bunch going into this final corner.
Bro,
if it does stay like this, it will be a massive fight for the lead, for the win.
Wait, sorry, that was my alarm for something like that.
A very loud alarm indeed.
Okay. Well, Kuhan Gizmo is now the leader of the pack. Steering issue for
Gio.
And
Gio does have a steering issue. Oh no, his steering has failed.
I think he missed the corner, the last corner.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Gio. 8 seconds behind. 9 seconds
behind. Run a race without power steering.
Yep. Play Games takes back the lead. No, he doesn't.
Sussy Imposter all the way down to 9th as opposed to his 3rd until he did get stuck at Pomodoro. He's very overrated right now. Underrated, sorry. Let's see if he can make his way through the pack.
Yeah.
As they all go through the chicanes. Oh, a couple of them did hit the wall.
I think it was Sussy Imposter who hit the wall. Ivan as well. Ivan got luckier from the 2, but Sussy Imposter is 1.5 back from the leader.
I just jinxed Sussy Imposter.
Yep, Ivan's also lost out. I bet they should come back together, I'm pretty sure.
But whatever we do, guys, we shall not say anything bad about Play Games, please.
I think Play Games will get a pretty good result for this today, actually, because yesterday in the EU he disconnected on the last lap due to some error with ROBLOX.
Yep.
Question is, did he pay the internet bill this time?
Let's hope he did, or not. Or he doesn't want that same thing to happen again like yesterday. So let's hope he did.
Let's see, can Ivan and Sussy catch Wolf, which then catch Meowton in P6. Sussy's 1.8 behind, so 1.3 behind P6 now.
As ITRXXXH is 20 seconds. Oh, and he's going slow. Will he retire? No.
Ivan and Sussy might be losing the slipstream here soon.
They have to work together to keep this
1 second now. 1 second.
Yeah, they really need to work together.
8/10 because Dust made a mistake. Well, they get through it nicely, but they need slipstream from someone.
They will keep it.
Yeah, Dust is a second ahead of them.
Very dominant run so far. Display from Benz like Thomas.
Geo open chat and went straight. Yeah. Fortunate.
Unfortunate for Geo. I told you that power steering is very hard to negotiate when you're trying to drive a Formula 1 car.
Yeah, for sure.
Either have the strength or have the crash.
Ivan and Sussy remain that gap on 1 second. Ivan is quite lagging, I think.
Ivan's lagging. Yep, he was teleporting for a bit.
Yeah, he did that earlier as well, I noticed. 1 second still. They have to close that gap because Dust is also gaining ahead.
Who do you guys think has the biggest chance of winning this race?
I think Ben or Play Games.
Ben or Play Games. Those two seem like the
Ivan hits the wall
right now.
Ivan hits the wall. That's his race over.
Oh, Ivan! Oh,
Ivan's race is over. He hit the wall and he went to the left. Yep, he disconnects. His front wing broke. His suspension broke.
You need a safety car.
Both wheels were off. 30 G's impact.
30 oh, that's unfortunate.
Reports are he did go into the air for about 5 seconds.
Now, Sussy Imposter has to gain to the back and ahead on his own.
Yeah.
1 second is the gap ahead, and Kuan is also gaining on that.
Very close.
So it will be 1.1 exiting this, 1.2 maybe. He has to drive perfect lines if he has any chance of catching up. Once you're in that 6/10 zone, you're good, but this is not where you want to be at this point because Kuan is slightly stretching behind the rest.
It's gonna be very close for Sussy. I think he does have the slip. Yeah, he does.
So you guys say Play Games and Play Games and Benz like Thomas have the biggest chance of winning this race. I'm gonna go ahead and say Dust Dizzle will win this race.
Ooh.
We will see a Dust Dizzle.
Dust has never won a race in FRL, so it'd be good to see, and he would be the third ever Indonesian driver in history to ever win an FRL race, so something to add to the record books.
Sussy 1.2 behind. He gained slightly on the hill section, but he is 7/10 behind now, so that was a great exit for him. But also Wolf having some difficulties, so he didn't gain too much.
I'm thinking pit stops will come around lap 19 to 20, right?
19 to 20.
No, they will probably pit anywhere from like if I was Sussy, you would probably take an undercut, but undercuts tend to work out really badly in the long run. So most people will pit around lap 21, 22, and 23.
Oh, Wolf just went wide. That's gonna help Sussy there.
Yes, but the question is, can they gain back together though?
Dust Dizzle is now in second place and right up there with the two Scuderia Squadra cars we have seen before. They have come so close to getting double podiums, but one of them always just makes a massive mistake, or both of them, which always hinders them. Oh, Dust Dizzle hits the ball.
Oh no, Sussy's down to 2 seconds behind. He really needs to pick up some pace.
I'm afraid he has lost the slipstream, which won't help at all.
Yeah.
He still does have the slipstream, but barely.
Yep.
Play Games is looking to make a little gap as he's breaking the slipstream for some reason, but being so close, there is no reason to do that.
Yeah.
1.3 for Sussy now. It doesn't look
He is gaining back.
much hopeful for him.
Yeah.
Nearly outside of the slipstream range. Let's go
As
back
we're
to
pretty
the
sure
front.
this Gisborne does have the longest back straight on any track in FRL, right?
Yeah, together with the normal version of Gisborne Long.
Yeah.
Yep. Sussy with the green sector too, so slipstream helping him still, but maybe not enough.
Up the hill they go and down the hill. Oh, Ben's like Thomas did corner cut there. A very slight corner cut off the exit of the final corner. He is now back within the pack fighting for fourth. And Wolf does go up to third for quite second. A very unfortunate mistake for Ben's like Thomas. And now he's go wide and wow. Just like that, he goes from second to sixth.
Yeah.
Huan now up into second.
Oh, Ben back
I think Sussy Imposter is getting back 8-10s now. Will he
all this battle
connect?
is definitely helping Sussy.
Yeah, 5-10s. I think he has done it on his own and gotten back without any help.
Yeah, which is
very impressive stuff.
Very impressive, yeah. Thing is, he will have to clean 12.
12.2. 1 second, yep, he's there.
They all get through the hill section cleanly. No one hits the wall. On the first lap of the race, we had, I think, 5 people hit the wall, so it's good to see that no one makes that mistake again.
Oh, and I want to point out, Ekristalt has retired from the race.
That has happened 12 laps ago.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here.
Sussy still slightly behind, but in that slipstream range where he should be able to hang on to it. 6-10s, you will always lose a little bit if you're behind through turn 3 and turn 2. And then turn 4 you can gain a lot. I think Ben made a slight mistake, he missed the apex, went really wide. So he will drop back to 10s. And we have the first person to pit. He was on the mediums, I believe.
Oh yeah, he does pit. Will he get lapped during this pit? I don't think so.
No, not yet. But he's really slow. It wasn't going the speed limit at all.
Actually, he might be lapped.
No. And there he goes to exit the pit. Let's
will
go
he
back
hinder
to the
Will he hinder the front runner?
He will get the blue flag pretty soon, I believe, as he does not have the fastest pace. He will exit the pit and then...
Yeah, he lets them all by. Very good job from him. As now we go back to the front, Play Games is trying to break the slip again. Will this hinder his line through here? No, it won't. Keeping it very clean. Play Games is on a beast of a run. He wants that first victory after being denied in EU. He wants it. As Dust Dizzle has dropped back to 7th and is now together with Sussy, but they do have slipstream.
Dust Dizzle fell behind a bit. Just Yankton hit the wall. So they will right now be behind Sussy Imposter. Just with them. They're with a group of 3 and they're 1.2 seconds behind now. Sussy was close, but he lost all that time. 1.1. Maybe they can work together with all 3 of them to get back. Or maybe they will lose the slip altogether with both of them.
Yeah. We have our first lap car, the new driver.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Lap 15 out of 33, we are approaching the pit. But in 6 laps, we should see some pit stoppers, yeah. Some pitters for the medium tire. Now, will anybody take the risk to go to softs? It did work out for Mark in EU.
Yeah, I think most people will go to the softs actually, because in EU myself I went to the mediums on the same lap as they went to the softs, and I lost out of the win at 1.15 of a second.
By they going onto the softs, you mean Mark. Remember, he did take the win from you.
Six tenths behind. What has happened to Dust? Why have they dropped back? They can't keep up with Sussy now. What is this?
Seems to be a issue of skill.
No.
Then when they lose the slipstream, you can suddenly see that they aren't indeed the fastest drivers.
The battle is starting to spread out a little bit now, as Sussy is still there. Sussy has done a very good job to get back into this fight, I must point out.
Yeah, I think Sussy is one of the fastest drivers at the moment.
He just has to keep it consistent. He makes too many mistakes.
He doesn't really make any mistakes. He just has to drive perfect lines, which is quite hard to do if he wants to catch up. But he is quite slow. It's corner cuts, I think.
That was not a corner cut.
That was a corner cut.
Sussy's right there now, I think. Yep. The field.
And we have the first DNF of normal no mistakes. IIT.
Yeah, everyone gets points now. Top 12 gets points.
Yep. Just finish before the time runs out. That's all you need to do.
Dust and Mannequin have lost the slip, unfortunately. 2.5 now.
As Carson did fart just now.
Sassy Imposter has done a great job. He's now 4th and completely back into the pack.
He could not contain his gases.
You stupid!
Yeah. Whoa. We will ignore that. Ben's like Thomas and Play Games are now locked with each other, battling for first as Pro Bono, Kuhan, Wolf, and Sussy Imposter are right there. Oh, Play Games makes a massive corner cut.
He will be last in the group. Will that grant Mjannington and Dust to come back? I don't think so. They're 1.2 behind, but as we saw with Sussy, that's a really difficult gap to keep up.
Yeah. Well, Play Games, what happened there? He just corner cutted the. It was a rookie error. As he is a rookie.
You stupid.
Oh, mashallah. Play Games is now in 6th place.
Dust and Mjannington, yeah, they both lost the slipstream toward the back. I don't think they should undercut by more than just a lap, because your tires will completely die after that. The tires don't
thing with the
keep up for that long.
The thing with the undercut is that you can probably get back to the main pack if you pit early enough, but it'll hamper you a lot through the final laps the longer you get into stint.
Play Games is right back up there. He has amazing pace. That corner cut did not stop him from getting back into this fight, but one person that we haven't pointed out that has been doing awesomely this race is Wolf. Wolf, right up there. He's not usually up there, but this race, he has turned a switch.
For those of you who might be thinking, like, who's Wolf? Where is he? His username is Osberg, say. He changed his username recently, so if we ever mention Wolf, it's that guy. Yeah, Osberg.
He is the guy in first place.
Yep. Many drivers taking different lines through there.
Robo sends it down the inside.
As we might be approaching the pit window for the first pitters. I don't know how long people tend to stay out, but nothing too much going on track at the moment. Does this and Minton
Says
haven't
that as the top
come
7
back
are
at all.
battling for the lead.
Well, battling, they're at the same exact time, so nothing's really happening. Massive battle for P9? Geo versus
Yep.
Black. Thank you for noticing, Andy. We have to watch this
battle for
live
P9.
battle. The Camino Scuderia Squadra car versus just the Moronica. Blue again.
The Morphonic.
Moronica.
As it is lap 20, could we see some early pitters going for an undercut?
This battle is of great length.
And Geo is claiming that the car doesn't turn. That sounds like a skill issue, unfortunately.
He is having power steering issues again. Oh, 2 people dived into the pits. I got so scared when I saw that.
Kuhan and
Kuhan
Wolf.
And Kuhan.
Pretty
They
early, I'd
turned
say. A bit
mediums.
too early.
Yep. This has to be medium tires.
And Dust Dizzle. Kuhan, what will he go on to?
Mediums.
Kuhan
Yeah.
goes in the mediums.
What
What
does
does Wolf go on to?
Mediums. Soft.
Softs.
Wolf goes on to the soft.
Dust goes to the mediums. What does
Now,
Black and Among Us
could this
do?
be a massive mistake for Wolf, as there is a long way to go to the end?
Black Serpent goes to the
Yeah.
mediums. And what does Among Us does Imposter do? He goes to the mediums. as well.
Mediums.
The top group will have to cover them off by
But
going into the pit.
And that Wolf is on softs will help Kuhan a lot, I'd say. Because he can just take advantage of Wolf's slipstream in this case. Placed ahead of them will also give to Kuhan struggling to turn 4, broke way too early. Probably still used to those old hards. Logically.
He's gonna get they're gonna get slipstream from Blaze.
As will the
This-
top group now pit.
Quad will get a massive slipstream actually.
How many
Let's
of them
watch
will
on
go
board.
into the
Will they
pits?
go into the pit lane? Play
Play
Games
Games,
pits, Pro Bono
everybody
pits, and
in the
Susie
Oh,
Imposter.
everyone's in.
Ben is the only
Ben
one out.
stays out.
Ben might be making a mistake here. As what
Yep.
tires will everybody go on to?
And Myeongton also in the pit. I forgot this. Myeongton is the
Expecting
first
some to
one to
go on
stop.
mediums.
Myeongton goes to the
Nixon goes on
softs.
Mediums.
Pro Bono goes to
Soft.
softs. Play games to mediums.
Pro Bono
Sussy,
softs.
Sussy missed his pit box, but does go to
Softs.
softs.
Wow,
Myeongton
this is
gained a
very
lot of time in the
different
pit
strategy.
lane. And Play
Oh,
Games gained a lot
Kuhan
of time
and
as well.
Wolf do pass
Here
them.
comes Kuhan. Yeah.
Yep.
They will
They will be in front of Play Games. Will we get a 3-man runaway group here? Is the question.
That would be interesting.
Because Pro Bono is 2.5 seconds behind Play Games. Can Play Games catch Kuhan and Wolf trying to... they are currently gaining on Geo ahead of them, who hasn't pitted yet. Kuhan goes slightly wide there, which will give Play Games enough time to catch up during the main straight, or the back straight,
So
I should say.
as it stands, Wolf and Kuhan are battling for the provisional lead.
But don't forget the fight for P11 between Blazed and Among Us Asim Foster.
Will Ben
Battle
dive into the
that is
pit?
separated by...
Yep. Ben's in.
Ben does pit.
Ben is in.
He will go
What
to the
tires-
softs
I'm
most
thinking he goes
likely.
on to the softs. Question is, where will he filter out in this group? And I'm thinking Geo will also pit, right?
Logically, I'd say he will. Yes, he
Yeah.
does. Ben
Nice
goes
stop
to
for
the
Ben.
softs.
Onto the softs. Now, the main group is going down the straight. Wolf will take the lead of this race. Ben will be behind them, but he will have the freshest tires.
It's really interesting to see after this, where will Pro Bono end up? How far will he be behind together with Ben? They are 3 seconds behind. They've lost
Wow, they
5
have no
tenths.
slipstream at
They've
all.
lost 7 tenths on the last few laps.
As Ben's like Thomas has indicated, it is time to go super fast. But
Super
Saucy
fast GT.
Imposter, Chrome, and Pro Bono, and Ben.
Oh, Wolf. He just went wide there.
He went
Play
really wide
games
off track.
will
Games,
take the lead.
Current leader. Will we see any new fastest laps? Because in both European and American Cup, we saw a 14.2 for the fastest lap, and here the fastest lap is still a 15.3, so more than a second slower.
The thing is, Carson, 4th place is quite a margin behind, and will they even catch back up?
They are gaining. They've gained 7 tenths this lap, the same time that they lost the lap before. So
they are, but that slipstream is nowhere to be seen unless they help each other.
it might just be because Wolf is driving some really dodgy lines.
Play
Games improves to a 15.2, still a second behind. Given anyone gets slipstream, I think that lap will be improved further, but especially
Wolf
if
right
Ben
now-
has a chance to do that.
Wolf right now is in a pretty bad situation because he is, out of all the soft runners, he is the one leading them in 3rd place, but his softs are way older. 1 or 2 laps older, and that is a lot around this track.
Wolf sets purple in Sector 1.
The main question now is, will Play Games and Kuan on their mediums, will they be able to hold out the soft runners coming from behind?
Play Games is breaking the slipstream.
With a line that doesn't seem to work, as both drivers are most likely ahead on their own screens, so this doesn't really do too much.
Hey, he's a
Both
rookie.
going into the lines, working for the corner east, and Wolf overtakes Kuan there. Will they get
They're
through
catching.
the hill section? No one has the wall behind them. I think they keep it clean as well. Wolf now, will Wolves improve on that fast lap, or will anyone at all improve? I think we see a lot of green sectors, and even one purple. So yes, Wolf improves still at 15.2 though, so no major improvements.
Yep. And Play Games, what is he? Oh, he might be going for a fastest lap attempt. I guess. I'm not sure, but he just went really wide.
Well, he went wide in turn 1, so that won't make logical sense. I don't think that was on purpose. Because if he loses the time in turn 1, it won't gain him anywhere else. So he had to do that in the hill section if he wanted to line up a fast lap. They're only 1.8 tenths behind, and they will probably be in slipstream range soon enough.
So will Play Games and Kuan, will they fall out of this battle because of their tires?
I don't think they will. Their tires will, compared to the softs, will only get better over time. So the longer they can keep these drivers behind them off, the higher the chance that they will be able to keep up. Play Games
What happened?
went really slow. No, he went really slow.
That was not a corner cut. That was
He went really slow. He just made a mistake.
He
Oh,
thought
go on!
for a second-
Go on! Go on! It's the wall!
Huh? Kuan, what happened? What on earth happened there? Must be
Kuan,
control.
the leader of the championship, as Ben sets a new fast lap at 50.2.
What in the world?
Wow.
This will definitely lose him the championship lead. And yeah, that can happen when you're playing on iPad.
That reminds me of what happened to me last season.
He just went super wide in the final corner and went straight into the pit. Kind of into the pit. He hit the wall, separating the pit and the track. What was that?
Wow.
Saucy Imposter is now the leading. No, Ben's like Thomas is now the leading person from the group behind, as they have caught right back up to Play Games. This battle will now surely be between Play Games and Ben's like Thomas. Oh,
Wolf hits the wall.
Same with Ben, but it wasn't as bad.
What does surprise me is that the drivers that were in the same group as Ben haven't caught up with him.
Like I said before, the Scuderia Squadra cars, they just fall out of contention every single race.
And he
It is
improves
sad
on
to
the
see.
fastest lap again.
Yeah, Ben's like Thomas is right there. This will be a very interesting battle. Wuhan, very unfortunate. Now, as we are on lap 27 of 33, we are in the final stage of this race.
For Kuan, it will be very nice that both Pro
Both
Bono
wide.
and Miannington are 5th and 6th, because those are his championship rivals, so it won't impact him too much. Still sad because he was close to leading the race.
I think this will all come down to who has the slipstream on the final lap and who can stay ahead.
It really depends on who, if they're next to each other,
It's the wall.
who gets
It's the
the
wall.
best. Yeah, Wolf is really struggling on these tires. Doesn't look like he can keep up.
Wolf has dropped behind. His tires, I'm thinking, are very worn out.
Yep.
And Sussy, Imposter, Chrome, and Pro Bono are catching. But are they catch? They're not catching fast enough. At this rate, the battle for the win will be between Play Games and Ben Like.
We have used the fan boost on Wolf. He really deserves it. I think P5 and 6 will not well, yeah, okay. I think like this, Kuhan will still be leading the championship if it finishes like this.
Play Games, a new person in this championship. He is reserving, am I right?
Yes, he's a reserve driver for Scuderia
Yeah,
Camino.
so he will hinder the championship for the others. Because of Play Games, Kuan
Not really. I think Kuan has... It's better for Kuan that Play Games wins. As Play Games isn't really a part of the championship anymore.
Oh, Ben corner cuts.
Oh!
Because Play Games has too little races to catch up to that lead that Kuan already has.
Ben does keep the slipstream though.
Mathematically, Kuan is already 4 races ahead of him if he were to just drive. So, slight chance, but basically impossible. So, there's no real chance that Play Games has any chance of getting a top 3 in this championship.
Yeah. Joined too late.
But he can, of course, help his team get a higher position. Scuderia Camino currently, I think they are 8th. They're on 61 points and they're not too far behind on the rest of the teams. That they're only 12 points behind, and then they would be P6. So a 3 place gain.
Ben's like Thomas has caught right back up to Play Games because of the slipstream, and they are now fighting again. Right on each other. Wolf is in his Wolf. Oh, Sussy moves up to 3rd for the first time in this race. Well, not for the first.
Sussy's done well to come back after this big mistake he made.
Yeah. I guess I was for the driver of the day, but
do we see Sussy catching up to 2nd and 1st if they make mistakes? Can it happen?
4 laps left to go.
I don't think so.
Nothing too much going on.
Except Ben Thomas is only 3/10 away from Play Games. The hard to medium strategy did work out for these two. For Play Games. For Ben's like Thomas, the hard soft has worked out beautifully. Except Play Games will have the advantage, the tire advantage. Play Games goes a little wide there.
Yep.
As the battle for third is still wide open. Who will get the podium? But right now, Ben's Like Thomas and Play Games are separated by nothing. Not even a thin piece of paper could separate them.
Yeah.
Down the back straight. Will we see... Who do you guys think is going to win?
Still would say it will be Ben. At least I hope he does.
Ben.
I hope Ben wins, but I think Play Games will win. That's how I'm seeing it.
So your heart says Ben, but your brain says Play Games.
Yep.
I think Chirpy is gonna win.
Yeah,
I think
Chirpy could win. Added laps too.
As Gio has said, can everyone DC right now? What is he suggesting? What a monster for saying that.
No, I'm sure that's bold of him to think. Don't think everyone would DC, but would be surprised if it was the case.
This season has only driven 2 races. He has 25 points. He won once and did not get any points the other race. This will be his 3rd race, so if he can win here, he will have a 100% win rate if he gets points.
That will be a little tough to do though, because of Play Games.
Yeah, Play Games, of course, on the mediums. They all pitted quite early, I'd say. So I think Play Games will have the advantage on the medium tires. Going through the hill section. Oh, bend corner cuts.
Yep.
That's over. It's over.
Yep.
It is over. Play Games has a free win now.
Yep.
That was unfortunate. I think you cursed him, Carson.
Like always.
Like always. Play Games onto the white flag, sponsored by
Your Mother Bank.
Sponsored by the FRL Farticle.
Yeah, sponsored by Carson's Farts.
Yeah.
Tony, you look like a bear. You're so fat. You when you fart, there's an earthquake. Shut up.
This is a commentator's race. Something like that is not allowed, Carson.
It is very much allowed.
That was very, very insulting.
You stupid.
As it is the last lap, and Play Games is leading by 2 seconds.
Play Games.
Play Games is leading by 2 seconds.
Yep, Play Games is leading by 2 seconds.
Let's see who will get the P3 position, as it's still undecided who will get that last podium position. Will it be Millington or Sussy Imposter, or maybe Pro Bono? Unlikely that Wolf will somehow get back to that, but I hope something bad doesn't happen to him in the last corner. I agree. Pro Bono overtook Sussy Imposter there.
Corner.
Final turn for the podium. Pro Bono overtakes Millington. Millington and Pro Bono side by side to the line. Who will get that P3 position? 0.0.
It's side by side. Oh, he gets it
Millington.
back.
Close finish, but Millington gets it on the line.
Let's all applaud though for Play Games. His first ever win in FRL.
Dust with a great finish. Black Serpent finishing P9, Geo P10, Blazed will finish P11, and Sussy Imposter will round out the field today in P12.
Now I will go physically assault Carson.
Yeah, what a good race. I
guess.
Good
race, and we will see you in a few hours' time for Rookie Cup, where Tony will be muted. See you later.
See ya.
See ya.